Hey Conifer. Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Hollow Knight. Yeah, we're gonna take care of a few things looking... Zote. Boy, watch where you're going, you soggy vagabond. I don't want you splashing me. I've had a miserable time trying to keep dry. I am Zote the Mighty, a knight of great renown. If I decide that I'm going to stay dry, then that's what's going to happen. Cuss this wretched city. Water and monsters constantly fall from above. It's no wonder this blasted kingdom fell to ruin. Have you seen them? The guards that still patrol the city, even after dying? Being overly devoted to one's duty is no virtue. Says you. Alright, we're going to explore a few different places before we actually go to where we're supposed to go, which is to say I'm going to open up a few shortcuts. And then we're going to go to where we're supposed to go. And the first of these is going to be in this room here when we hit this lever. Down there is where we came in. Now we can get back down there easily. I think I actually showed that one. Other than that, we got to deal with these guys up here who are going to be annoying. Because they're flying and annoying. And other than that... Oh hey, a dream tree. Well, let's collect our dreams. I mean, I suppose they aren't our dreams, but they're someone's dreams. I am amazed I got away from that without getting hit by spikes. That one I'm less surprised at because I was anticipating the fall to my doom. And it just kind of worked out for me better. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. So many things. So many parts of our soul. We're actually going to be, not this episode I expect, but most likely next episode, getting the item, which is usually the one you get before you go to where you even get the dream nail. Which is gonna make a few things a little fun, to put it mildly. But, I mean, I suppose it's not gonna be that... Oh, don't fall to the bottom. We're gonna have a lot of areas to go, actually, once we get the next power-up. So, like, as I recall correctly, not the rest of the game, but a good chunk of areas just open up to us with this next power-up. So I'm going to be doing my darndest to get it at a decent pace. This is a simple key. We also hear that the tree has finished forming. I'm going to catch that on my way back, however, because we still have areas to progress up and forward. Let's go this way. And over here. Oh no, flying bug. Cool. I made a shortcut. It only took me like 1 second. I'm not going to stop there yet, because what I want to do is I want to activate the stag station. We had this on map already, thankfully enough, so we just need to light it up and actually summon the stag so I can see what he has to say for this area. I don't recall if this is a I want to use very often. I remember this station well. A common trip it was. Goods from all over the kingdom were transported here. Not a lot was sent back the other way, though. Isn't that how all cities are, though? A lot comes in, but they don't really export much out. Alright, so we have to go over here, and I'm going to assume that's just money down there. Whoop, cool. And money? Money? Indirect money. It is a Wanderer's Journal, which did I show off the guy that we can sell that to? I'm pretty sure I did, and I just opted not to sell anything yet because, well, I don't need it yet. What's this? I cannot afford that yet. I have to farm up a little bit of geo. Well, that's gonna be wonderful. Let's kill what we can kill. Oof. Ow. Am I... Okay, good. I'm still getting the money. Alright, so we only need 15 more to get what that is. I'm going to actually rest at the stag station and reset everything and fill in the maps and go from there, because I do want to open up that elevator. Rest here. Map has been updated. there's still a good portion of the City of Tears to open up, so we're going to have a lot of ground to cover. But at least for the first trip, we're only really going through like a third, more like a half of the city. We're not going to be venturing through all of it. And here, and that should be the rest we need. Yep, there's 3. Open up this here. Because this will not only open up a small area with a power-up to us, but this will also open up a shortcut. Because if you recall, in the crossroads, there was, well, this elevator here, which I ran into, and I couldn't go through. So, I'm just going to do this real quick. Hit you. Hit you. Hit. Wow, I'm just getting hit by everything today. And down we go. I'm just gonna get hit by everything today. That's the takeaway I'm getting from this. Is that everything is just free reign to kill me. Oh boy, I should heal before I keep going because I don't feel like dying here. Because there's like nothing else for me back here aside from this. This is not a mask fragment. That is something else. And I'm gonna look forward to getting that completed. There are effectively 9 of those fragments, and I know that for a fact. So we're just gonna have to find them, and I gotta double check what's above there now because I see there's a guy, and it's going to annoy me if I don't check. Just a guy? Just a guy. No, there's something else here. Aha! I knew there was something else here because I could hear them skip scurrying around, and it's... Whoop! Darn it, I want the money! It's just money, but I want the money. There are a lot of cues in this game. Like, these enemies, they didn't have to be up here. They were up here for audio cues. So that you could know that there was still something in this room that was not taken care of yet. And now we have. And now we can take the elevator back. And then we get to explore a little bit further into the area that lies ahead, because this is gonna be a fun, fun area that we need to progress through. Thankfully, it's not too terrible for the most part. Thankfully. Boop, boop, boop. Avoid all of them. I like the backgrounds. The backgrounds are so nice in this game. They put a lot of work into everything you can see and whatnot in this game. It's just a lot of attention to detail. I do appreciate that because it makes it so much more immersive than it might be otherwise. And I really should have stopped at that, but I didn't. I'm still fine for now. The freaking exploding shriekback enemies, bat enemies. I keep thinking that they are grubs, and I know they aren't. And say hello to this annoying jerk. He's kind of a mini-boss right now. He flies around, he shoots energy balls at you. He's generally obnoxious. And by generally obnoxious, I mean really freaking obnoxious. Welcome to the Soul Sanctum. Goodbye. Say goodbye to the Soul Sanctum. Say hello to Conifer. I shouldn't have set that back down, but I did. Alright. I'm going to update the map as we rest there. I'm going to trigger that to come up, and I'm going to wait over here. I still want to know why they put spikes on the top of the elevators. Regardless, this is going to be effectively our shortcut back to a bench, because that is the nearest bench through the entire Soul Sanctum. Okay, so if I'm quick... Oh god! Enemies! Those enemies, funny enough, are called mistakes. This area is... Well, let's take a look at what we know. Soul is... well, Soul. This area, from the name of it and what we can see going around, they were probably doing experiments with Soul. And there are mistakes and a creepy wizard tower atmosphere to the area. is it really hard to make a guess at what's happened here? What's this? Record Alba. The mind still limits us so. How to break past its constraints. To attain a pure focus. Is it even possible? This is less of a question of can it be done. Oh crap. And more should it be done. Say hello to another mini-boss. This is a Soul Warrior. He is actually decently annoying. One thing I will actually say that I do like about him and the other guys, who I can't remember their names off the top of my head. I'm sure I'll look it up and figure it out. Ooh, this is bad. This is bad. Ooh, this is really bad. Come on. Darn it! Oh, that's bad. That's bad. I did not want to die to him. He is kind of a mini-boss, granted, so it's understandable that I did die to him. And thankfully, I have opened up a few minor shortcut-ish deals, so getting back there shouldn't be that difficult. Ride this up. Send it back down. Send this down. Oh boy. I have to kill him now. I have to kill him because I've aggroed him. And he will join the fight up top, and I do not want him. So annoying! I hate this enemy. He's not the worst of his kind, and that's the sad part. But I still hate that enemy. Right, but with that taken care of, we can head up here once more. First goal is going to be to kill ourselves. And now that we have successfully killed ourselves, I'm just going to keep trying to jump on you, because I think that's going to be the most reliable way to deal with you. He would be so much harder to deal with if I didn't have the air dash. What? I feel like there's some kind of glitch going on in here. I made a mistake. I chose poorly. I chose very... What the heck is... What is going on? I'm glad I killed him, but like I was getting tinks as though something was getting hit that shouldn't have been hit. Regardless, we're gonna keep moving. I'm gonna go down now. I'm gonna not worry about that particular one I just ticked off, because if we step over here, we opened up another shortcut. All these shortcuts are gonna be nice. Oof. Two, and attack you, attack you. I should probably try to top off, because I know there's another one right here. What are you guys called for the record? Go to the journal. Go down. So, they are Soul Twisters, and this one here was a Soul Warrior. And of course, the little ones are mistakes. I hate your teleporting. I do appreciate that they make it really easy to know where you have teleported to, but I hate your teleporting. I hate their teleporting, and I hate the fact that they kind of slowly move away. I think the slowly moving away annoys me more than the teleporting. I'm pretty sure it annoys me more than the teleporting. Oh boy. I think there's still like one more in this room too, and that's the worst part. 1, 2, alright. Is there? No, there might not be. I'm just gonna kill him with that. I probably shouldn't have, knowing what is ahead still, but I did. Alright. Need to progress just a little bit further still. You are annoying. Come here. Come this room. Come to this room. Okay. There should be at least one right there. It's so hard to keep track of what's going on with how I like to fight these guys. There, they're dead. That looks fragile. And another one, because this enemy that was a mini-boss literally like 3 rooms ago is now a fairly common enemy. At least in this area. He's such a pain in the butt. And then if we jump up here, we run into a bunch of mistakes. A lot of mistakes. And if we check here, we get a charm, the Spell Twister. That just makes it so that your spells cost less soul to use. You know what? I can do this still. I can do this still. Let's kill all this so I can get my maximum soul up. Heal myself up. I say maximum, but heal myself up now. Gee, I wonder if we found another boss. Say hello to the Soul Master. The Soul Master actually fights a lot like the Soul Thirster and the Soul Warriors that we've encountered previously. Strangely enough, I find him a little less obnoxious. A little. This is probably one of his only new attacks. I also really like at the beginning of boss fights how they have that moment where it's like the boss roars or whatnot. And oh man, I need to not waste my attacks. But how the boss roars and get his title and whatnot. Oh yeah, this guy, he also tried to fake you out when he smashes you down. He's not exactly stupid, and I do appreciate that as well. Go here, and I got hit because I'm smart. I am really not being careful in this fight, and I should be. Oh yeah, I have the upspin. I should use the upspin a bit more. I probably shouldn't use the upspin like that. I'm gonna wait for him to cross the screen with the orbs, because that is a very good place to heal, actually. Very good place to heal. That or when this happens. Both of these are very good places to heal. Back to full health. Come on. Not that hard, though. Very explosive death, though. That looks fancy. I want it! You thought he was done? He isn't done. His attacks, his pattern changes up a little bit now, but he's actually easier because he will never fake you out with that. You begin his summoning his little energy balls from anywhere on the map, but he stands very still, and he doesn't have a lot of health left. So it's kind of easy just to beat the crap out of him until he properly dies. And now his soul properly leaves his body in this room full of dead bugs. Grim, isn't it? But for that, we gain another power-up. The Desolate Dive. So, we can strike at the earth with a burst of power. I wonder if this is the power-up that we could have used where we got the Dream Nail. It totally is. You can see right here that this glass looks weak. We'll be back to that. Because first, I want to go up before we go down. Because up has a lot of things. Including mistakes. Mistakes were made all over the place. Gonna grab all of that. Going to go to here. And down smash. So many mistakes were made. Oh yeah, that's right. The switch to open that door is right here. Mistakes were still being made. And now we can break down through a number of those. Go over here. I think this is more money. It's a Hall's Nest seal. That is money in item form. An area where we can get soul. And if you've noticed, when we walked on this ground, it shook. I'm not sure if you guys saw that in the, like, 3 frames it was on screen, but there's a grub up there. So many mistakes. Mistakes were... I love how it takes me a second to realize the background in the area I'm fighting in. It takes a second sometimes. This game is beautiful. It goes, like, the extra mile with every detail about it, but if you go through it at a quick pace, you don't always notice them. And all of the dead husks that have been drained of their soul. Yeah. Yeah. Wonderful place here, ain't it? Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here quickly. I don't know if he would appear like that if you don't have the dream nail yet, but what that means is we can challenge him to a refight of sorts. A hard mode version of him, so to speak. I could fight him now. I could very likely beat him now. It would take a very long time with the damage I do. I will come back to that. We need to return to this area later on regardless for completions once we have more items. So for now, I'm going to let sleeping corpses lay. Besides, my goal right now is to just get to Conifer and leave once more. Thankfully, we have a lot of much faster shortcuts now. I do need to destroy this. Yeah, Conifer's only a few rooms over now, which is useful. We can save up there, and with this power-up, we have opened up a good portion of what's left in the game world. Not all of it, mind you, just a good portion of it. And with that small key as well, there's more stuff that we can do. I actually need to stop and think about where I want to go next, because I have a lot of choices. I think one of the things I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to head back up to town, and I'm going to... this is the first time we've seen this. After you've beaten the boss of an area, Conifer will leave. I think I've actually made a note of that before. But with that done, I think next time I'm going to head up to... Yeah, I think next time I'm going to head up to Dirtmouth again, and I'm going to try to use some of this money. If not in Dirtmouth, then with Charm Lady. See what I can buy and go from there. So until next time, guys, I will see you all later.